Hey everyone, welcome back to our New Testament challenge. Today we're here in John chapter 21, the last chapter of the book of John, the last chapter of the four Gospels. And so here today, I want us to look at verses 15 through 19. It says, "When they had eaten breakfast, Jesus asked Simon Peter, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?' 'Yes, Lord,' he said. 'You know that I love you. Feed my lambs,' he told them. A second time he asked him, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me?' 'Yes, Lord,' he said to him. 'You know that I love you. Shepherd my sheep,' he told him. He asked him a third time, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me?' Peter was grieved that he had asked him the third time, 'Do you love me?' He said, 'Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Feed my sheep,' Jesus said. 'Truly I tell you, when you were younger, you would tie your belt and walk wherever you wanted. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will tie you and carry you where you don't want to go.' He said this to indicate by what kind of death Peter would glorify God. After saying this, he told him, 'Follow me.'" So here, in this final chapter, we see a conversation between Jesus and Peter. And what we see here is we see a recommissioning by Jesus to Peter. Why? Because earlier, as you've read through, the gospel, and as you may know, Peter denied Jesus 3 different times. Jesus told him that. Jesus didn't believe him, and then he did it, and he denied Jesus 3 different times. And so here we see Jesus asking Peter, "Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?" 3 different times, so that to prove and to recommission Peter to go out and to make disciples, to go out into this world, to go out and to continue being a disciple. And what we see here is we see this reconciliation between Jesus and Peter, and we see a recommissioning on Peter's life to go out, and we even see we're led to believe on how Peter is going to die. And the reason why Peter is to die this way is not just because that was what was going to happen, but because of his love for Jesus, because of the way that he follows Jesus and he lives out his life. That is the way he is going to die. And so here's what I want us to see here. Peter messed up and he denied Jesus, and yet now he is going to die for the sake of Jesus. And so there have probably been times in your life where you've messed up. I know for a fact there has been. There might have been times where you haven't quite lived your life but in a way that would glorify God. But this is what we see here. Peter had denied Jesus 3 different times, and now he is going to be used for the spread of the gospel. So no matter where you've come from, you can be used by God to go and to spread the gospel. And so just as Peter was recommissioned to go out and make disciples, we can also be commissioned to go out and make disciples. But the first step that we have to do is to follow Jesus. If you're not following Jesus, then you can't make disciples for him, because you don't know Jesus. You can't tell someone about something that you don't know anything about. So today, I ask you, are you living your life like you're living for Jesus? Do you actually know Jesus so that you can live your life in such a way that would glorify him? That's a question for you to answer. Hope you have a great rest of your day.